HCIDLA's online bill pay allows you to submit your exemptions request online for multiple properties under a single user account. First, log in to www.hcidlabill.org. If you have not already registered and added properties to your account, please watch our tutorials covering those steps. After logging in, you have the ability to exempt for a single property or multiple properties using the bulk exemption feature. To process exemptions for a single property, first identify the property for which you wish to file an exemption. Click on Request Exemptions to be redirected to the exemption page. Please take a moment to thoroughly read the requirement for exemptions. When filing an online exemption, automatic exemptions are processed for the following exemption request. 1T1, owner-occupied. 1T3, no rent collected. Combination of 1T1 and 1T3. Combination of 2T3 exemptions. For all other exemption requests, additional documentation is required. You will still be allowed to make your exemption requests through the site. However, the invoices will be placed in a hold stage, and billing staff will need to review your submittal before the exemptions can be processed. In the meantime, your amount will be adjusted to account for the exemptions. If your exemption request is rejected due to insufficient documentation, billing staff will email you with the details regarding the rejection. To exempt a unit, identify the unit number from the list provided and click on the corresponding drop-down menu under the exemption type column. By clicking the drop-down, a list of exemption types will appear. Select the appropriate exemption type. Repeat the step for each unit you wish to exempt. Once you have completed all your exemption requests, move down to the Forms section. If you need to download a supplemental exemption form, you can do so by clicking on one of the two forms listed. If you have a completed form and wish to upload it with your exemption request, you can do so by clicking on the cloud icon under the Upload Supporting Documents. Locate the PDF file from your hard drive to upload it. Click on Next to continue to the exemption review page. Take a moment to verify the exemption request. If all is correct, click on the I declare box and then click on the Submit My Request. Your amount due is now adjusted to account for the exemption. If you would like to make a payment, click on Continue, and you will be redirected to the My Property page where you can pay for the outstanding fees. Bulk exemptions. If you are requesting exemptions spanning multiple properties, you can save time by using the bulk exemption feature. After logging into your account, identify the properties for which you wish to request exemptions and click on the Add to Cart to add properties to your shopping cart. Once you have added all properties to your account, click on the shopping cart icon on the top of the page, and then click on Proceed to Checkout from the dropdown. A pop-up will appear asking if you would like to apply for exemptions. Click on Apply for Exemption. The properties that you added are now listed in the Multiple Properties Exemption page. For each property, click the bubble corresponding with the exemption options listed above each column. No exemption, apply for new exemption, or renew existing exemptions. By clicking on the column titles at the top of each column, you can apply the exemption option for all properties listed. The Renew Existing Exemptions option can only apply to properties which were granted exemptions in the previous year. For all other requests, you will need to select either No Exemption or apply for New Exemption. Once you have selected the appropriate exemption option for each property, click on Next. Click on the I Declare box and then click on Next. The system will now present you with the first property in your cart and then each following property to file exemptions. Repeat the exemption steps detailed earlier in this tutorial for each property. This concludes our tutorial on processing exemptions through HCIDLA's online bill pay.